Hello, hi there, how are you? It has been a while. First of all, I want to thank you for taking your precious time to watch this teaser. I would like to start with something funny. One day, Abdul went to borrow $500 from his brother. And his brother took the opportunity to remind Abdul the importance of saving money, investing wisely, also to understand the stock market. And after listening patiently, Abdul said, "Brother, I came here to borrow $500 from you. I didn't come here to seek financial advice. When you think of your hands and your feet, when I'm walking, when I stop my toes, what happens? My hands automatically go down and go, ouch, that hurts. Or if I scrape my elbow or my knee, my fingers, my hands immediately go to comfort the knee or the elbow. So brothers and sisters are like the limbs of the same body, that we are connected. Many of us grow up in the same family, even in a blended family, that we grow very close to our siblings. When I was about 15, 16, I was in Tehran, Iran with my brother and my parents. My brother and I even created a language, a very simple, crude language, where we could speak to each other and only we could understand what we were saying. We would slur the ends of the words and add clicking sounds. That was cute, I thought. And I also invented something else, which I'm ashamed to say. I discovered that if I took my sister's piggy bank, which was made of a section of a bamboo tree, which is hollow on the inside. And in Taiwan, they used to cut a slot on the top of the section of the bamboo tree, and then they would sell those sections of bamboo trees as piggy banks with some decorations carved into the bark of the bamboo tree. So whenever I wanted to have more allowance, I discovered that if I took my sister's piggy bank and I rolled it on the floor, pretty soon the coins inside the piggy bank would also begin to roll. And invariably, after a few tries, one or two coins would come rolling out. And then I would go and buy some candies and preserved fruits and snacks. But please don't learn how to steal from your sibling because of this experience with me here. Brothers and sisters are very close. And sometimes when one of them gets into trouble, who knows, alcohol, drugs, violence, whatever it is, we ache, we feel this pain. So I want to address the question, are we our brothers and sisters caregivers? Are we our siblings caregivers? What happens if our brothers and sisters don't want to talk to us? They don't answer phone calls. And when we go to see them, they are depressed, or they are drinking, or they are gambling, or whatever they are doing. And we feel this pain that, like the hands want to comfort the knees, we want to comfort our brothers and sisters. Basically, it's our own concern, our own aching, that we wish our brothers and sisters have lived and lead happy and healthy lives. So the family's golden system, once again, will come into bear in how this situation could be helped. Let's think of a bicycle. You are riding your bicycle of life. And let's think of all your relationships as roads. Big roads, small roads, paved, unpaved. Let's imagine you are riding on your 10-speed bicycle, going down the road, and each road is a relationship. Say the relationship with your sister. I know a friend who stopped talking with her sister and completely cut her sister off because her sister Miriam, while their father was dying of cancer, she would come home every weekend and dog her father for money. And the older sister was observing this, taking this all in, and saying, how can this be? This is horrible. Doesn't Miriam know that dad is dying and dying of cancer? Why does Miriam come back and bother dad with this money issue at this point? And this went on for a number of months. Eventually the father passed away, and the older sister resolved to never talk to Miriam again. And Miriam's mom said to the older sister, "You can cut her off, but I can't. I'm the mother. And I just love my child. It doesn't matter what she did." Some of us have experienced something similar. Some of us, we all know people, friends, neighbors, co-workers, who have gone through some kind of a estrangement and strained relationships with our brothers and sisters. There are two things about the family's golden system which I will share with you. Now let's go back to that road. So the road between my friend and her sister Miriam, let's think of that relationship as a road. All of a sudden, the road turned into a ditch, and rattlesnakes and thickets and mud and dirt, all kinds of stuff, cactus, and maybe just to the side of the ditch, it's a cliff. So now, most people, I hate to say, like myself, we fall off our bicycles. We just fall off the bike. We will sit there, and the relationship is on hold. We are not talking. We don't want to reach out. We are all righteous. And in the family's golden system, we talk about the 5 human traits. And one of them is that we go for tit for tat. Second of that is that we see the world through our personal filters. And third one is that we have this creator's complex. We think we are right, and we think everybody in the world should behave according to what we think is correct. So the family's golden system is equivalent to changing your vehicle. So now you have a 10-speed bike with a very narrow and skinny tire. It's easy to get stuck. It's easy to get derailed when you go off the flat road. Now imagine you have a dirt bike, a bicycle that you can ride on rocks and on the hills and on the mountain trails. Those tires are pretty thick on those bicycles. And then let's imagine you have an ATV, all-terrain vehicle. It's very stable, and what you would be doing is not only you would not fall over when you go into a ditch, you'll be looking for ditches to run into, because that's what the ATVs are designed for. And the family's golden system is designed to turn your 10-speed bike into a dirt bike, and then turn that into an ATV. And it's really up to you how far you can go with this system. There are many, many systems, many, many teachings around the world that will give you the same thing. And this is just one path where we don't talk about anything beyond reason and logic. So first thing that the family's golden system can offer up in a situation where you have fallen off your bike, there has been a piece of broken glass which kind of hurt your hand, hurt your knee, you're sitting there stuck in the mud, in the sewer per se, and you don't know where to go with that relationship because the relationship has gotten into trouble. So the first thing to think about is a principle from the family's golden system. It's called the precise reflection principle. It's really very simple. It's saying, say this piece of paper, okay? It precisely reflects what I have done to it. If I tear it, now, the color of the paper, the thickness of the paper, the person who cut the tree to make the pulp, and so on and so forth. The person who priced it, shelved it, shipped it. All of these people have had a hand in bringing this piece of paper to bear, okay? And so right now it's precisely reflecting my tear and the words on the back of it, and so on. As such, if you look at, say, my hair, my shirt, my glasses, my teeth, the wall, my chair, everything in this universe precisely reflects whatever causes have happened to it. Some of these causes are unknown. We don't know who cut the tree that made this paper. We don't know. Some of it is unknowable, some of it is unknown, and most of it, it's just like we don't really care. But one thing we do know from this precise reflection principle is that everything happens for a reason. Miriam have had her life experiences. She lived in some European countries for a number of years. She had a number of exotic, different, unique experiences like you and I have. So she has developed a unique perspective about life.